Alright, let's get back to it, shall we? And timer go.
You're going down.
Back in the groove. Go. Boy, I sure hope adding a threshold to my mic gets rid of all this noise, because there's an absolute cacophony going on right now. It's like planes and helicopters outside, and some TV blaring, there's someone doing the dishes 5 feet away from my door. I really hope this isn't getting picked up, otherwise it's gonna get real annoying. Depending on how I feel today, this might go longer than 2 hours today. Had plans. They've been changed for significantly later, so now I might as well just keep doing this for as long as I can. Honestly, if it gets much louder, I might just have to mute my mic. It's honestly not worth it. I am HO at least. Yep. Hello to anyone just coming in. This is what we're doing. Titus, stop that. Having to navigate through windows as I'm playing this one-handed, so you'll have to forgive me if I'm not doing the commentary. Alright. Alright, there we go. Alright, now the commentary can continue, everyone. I hope you're all ready. So we're finally back at fighting Titus. I missed you. Took a little day or two break. We're back. It's not getting any better than this. Unfortunate. That one didn't work out for me. How's everyone doing this fine Sunday? Oh. Hopefully good. This was a pretty hectic week for me. This is a big, relaxing day, I guess. Can be for everyone else too. Alright, that's it, Titus. I'm putting you in the corner. Am I gonna hit 42? Let's check. After I kill him, I'll do a little check. So I'll look at the EXP. I feel like it ended last time with about 50 minutes on it, and I'm not sure how much of that we used last time. They were probably not too far off. I'm already 10 minutes into this. Actually, you know what? We'll go ahead and end it. What? He had 0. Did you see that?
Oh man, I'm really
He had 0 HP and he was still going after me. What a crazy man. Okay. About 3,000, 1,500, 775. Or no, 7,000, 1,500, 750. Let's see, divide that by 20. Let's get all reliable in here. We've got about 40 minutes. 37.5. It won't be too long. It'll be like it'll be close to 11:50, I guess. Okay. Yeah.
You're going down.
What's happening in DQ11? Titus, what was that? Don't let that be the beginning, Titus. Yeah? It's decent, isn't it? Oh no. Yep, their last two. It is, but it's actually kind of a good story. I really did enjoy it. I think it's a really good idea, at least. I think it was the amulet. I think it was supposed to be the amulet. It's like a King Midas thing, but then the actual backstory of Eric with, like, with the Vikings kind of reminded me of, did you ever read that book series, the Ranger's Apprentice? I forget which book it was in that series, but it kind of had like a super similar kind of bit to it. I think it was in like the 3rd book or something. I don't know. But you know what I'm talking about? You read it? This Titus is not cool. Yeah, though I think the bad stuff was more supposed to be on the amulet side. Like it's a corruptive thing. Because money can corrupt you. Hee hee hee, subtlety. I don't know. There might have literally been a demon inside it, but who knows. Hey, don't forget, if you did just beat Eric's backstory, then you're probably pretty close to that school, which means you can exchange your mini medals.
Oh man, I'm really off today.
Sylvando, no. Sylvando just has many friends.
You're going down.
Just many, many friends. Yeah, the parade's pretty good. Oh no. He's pretty classy, though. I'll give him that. He hides it very well, doesn't he? Nope, it's definitely because he's an entertainer, nothing else. It's definitely not just taking out one word and exchanging it for something else. Adjective for adjective. It's not that. It's definitely for being an entertainer. And you gotta be so careful whenever you decide to run around Tidus, because he'll just immediately, like if you're within like 9 feet of him on his side, he'll just swing at you, despite there being no way he'll hit. He's got like this kind of predictive AI, I guess, in that case, but it's just so terrible. It's crap. Yeah, though, remember, you're near that school, so you can exchange your mini medals out. Speaking of which, how many have you got? Don't forget, if you have like 40 of them, you can always get the Falcon Blade, which is very, very cool. You're going for swords on your main guy. Falcon Blade is really good. Yeah, sometimes I feel like they knew people would do this sliding dash tech point gimmick that I'm doing. So to keep you from like cornering him, they just put in some RNG random number generator. So that way every once in a while he'll just run after you without doing backflips, so that way he doesn't get cornered. Which sucks. You have a miracle sword right now, but it was cool to attack 3 times with dual wielding with it. But it was cool to attack 3 times while dual wielding with it. Oh, so you did have the Falcon already, or the Miracle? I don't think I ever had the Miracle. That one like a double attack as well? Oh. Oh, does it? Okay, that makes sense. Weird, I thought... I must have been thinking of something else. I was thinking of, like, some wand of Serena's. But I don't know, there's probably a sword and a couple wands that do that. It makes sense. God's sake, Titus. Did you get anything? Did I get anything for filling out the Beast Index? Not that I remember. That wasn't really on my radar, honestly. I was more focusing on getting all the mini medals I could, as well as just doing side quest after side quest. And then after that I was just leveling up to 100 for everybody. Wait, are you actually trying to fill it out?
Oh man, I'm really off today.
Let's see how close we are. 20.
You're going down.
it never actually occurred to me to try to fill out the Beast Index at all in that game. Oh no. Oh yeah, that's about what I expected. Alright, just don't do some stupid long animation, Tidus, I beg of you. Alright. Got him back in the loop, everyone. He's back in the loop. I just don't have the dedication to do it 100%. You're right. I mean, I really don't have much dedication in me at this point. Tidus, wake up. To be fair, at least, I am in the middle of platinuming, getting the platinum trophy for Kingdom Hearts 2. I've already done it once. I really want to do it again. That was because it's actually super fun. Had a great time with it. God, I forgot how difficult critical mode was for me. Like, I'm not that good at video games. But, oh god, critical mode is just difficult. There's some parts of it that are obviously kind of not my fault. For the most part, it's definitely like a me thing. I'm not good at video games, which is why I'm level grinding right now. You just don't start. Are you gonna be getting DQ11 whenever it comes out on the Switch too, or you just gonna stay on the PS4? Do you not see much of a reason to also buy a Switch version? Because I will be getting the Switch version, because they're... God. That didn't happen. Put that out of your mind. I really should just turn that off. There we go. Prepare to hear that never again. Right. Yeah, thanks. Anyway, again, I think there are enough differences between, I guess there's enough new stuff going into it that I'm actually really interested in dropping another 60. Along with the fact that it still looks like it's running at a constant 60 just amazes me, considering, I forget, did it actually run at 60 on the PlayStation 4, or was it a 30 thing? I cannot remember. Yeah, I remember the slowdowns. I definitely remember those. I don't remember it ever being super bad. But the graphical downgrade I'm totally fine with if they're actually getting it to lock into 60. I'm totally 100% down with that. I definitely want to try the like the 2D mode they put on. That looks like it'll be fun. The I'll definitely listen to it with Japanese voices this time. 'Cause I did legitimately love the English voice acting. It was super fun. They seemed like they had a great time with it. I hope they get it to be just as campy with the Japanese. That'll be fun. And then I forget everything else. They said that they put in like a ton of just I think they put in new character stories for everybody. Is dual audio? Yeah. Yeah, it's coming with dual audio already installed. You don't have to download it as DLC and then start it at the beginning of the game every single time, like maybe, I don't know, some other RPG. You can switch it on the fly. Yeah, I think there are new individual character stories. That'll be cool. I think it can go back to like every other Dragon Quest world too. I need to look at the Nintendo Treehouse they did of it, but God, there seems like there's gonna be a lot of new stuff in there. I'm super excited for it. And yeah, I'm super curious about the actual Japanese voices, who all they pick. I wonder if they'll go with like newcomers or tried and true classic people.
Oh man, I'm really off today. You're going down.
I think it'll be a pretty interesting cast list, honestly. Yeah, though, if you want dual audio, it's on the Switch. Are you watching anything from this season so far? I feel like I might have already asked this, honestly, but... yeah. Greystone. Where does the gray come in? Oh, he has green hair. It's white and then it goes green. I don't know if you know what colors are, but that thing is called white, and that other thing is green. Except it wouldn't, though. Platinum. At that point, that's not gray then, that's basically white. I think you're thinking of the color that it literally is. You know what would be better than the color he has right now? The same exact color, but I call it something else so I can put it in a different definition. Yeah, have you seen episode 3 though? Hey, actually, have you seen episode 2? Wake up. Yeah, they ended up delaying the new Fire Force episode. What's special about them? What do you mean? About the new episodes? Do you mean what happened? Or if there's anything super unique in them? Yeah. Yeah, have you watched episode 3? Yeah, have you watched episode 3? And then you asked me what's special about them. I don't understand that line of questioning when I ask, did you watch this episode? There have been 3 episodes. you're asking for like a summary, I'm not gonna say it because like important stuff happens. And it just came out. Still waiting on the JoJo ending. Ooh, you still got an entire week there, buddy boy. I hate you. I hate you. Hate us. Actually, wow, David Production doesn't actually have anything on TV for a while. They had to pull. They decided to go ahead and pull off the Fire Force episode 3 broadcast because of what happened at Kyoto. Yeah, it's a show about magical firefighters that literally fight fire with fire. It isn't written very well, but it's got a great concept to it. Yeah, it is really dumb, but looks fantastic though. Like, a lot of people from Shaft ended up just moving studio permanently to David. Oh, pulling it off the air is dumb? I disagree. I think that that's a smart move PR-wise. Like, that's literally the only thing they possibly could have done to not make themselves look terrible. Use any but magical fire? Magical fire fighters. I don't know, when something bad like that happens, you just gotta do what you can to not make yourself look absolutely terrible. Like airing a show about people constantly burning right after a bunch of anime industry people were just burning in a fire. And to be fair, like, it's not the first show that's done that kind of thing. Like, in the 90s, it happened a lot. Yeah, though, it isn't written very well. I'd only ever really recommend it to people who want to see some really good animation. Wouldn't necessarily say that it's necessary good animation, but it is well animated by definition and it's got nice colors. Those people at David Pro and specifically at Shaft that all moved have they've got an eye for that kind of thing. How long is it off air? I think just this week, but don't quote me on that. It could very, very easily change dates. I think there was a rumor for like the 29th or something, but I couldn't tell you. At this point, everything having to do with that fire and everything that's come out of it is just rumors. I don't think we have a victim list yet. Actually, I gotta check that after I get done with the stream. Because, there are a lot of rumors floating around about who was in the studio that day. Not just Not just animator and director-wise either. And it appears that a lot of voice actors have gone silent on Twitter. Many of them not citing reasons why. So, there's a lot of mystery in the air surrounding exactly who all was in there that day. And to be fair, silence could mean literally anything. A lot of those Twitters are managed by actual managers. It could very well just be a case similar to pulling Fire Force out, which is to just avoid the topic at the moment. Yeah, if you actually want to watch Fire Force, it's on Crunchyroll. So, you know, try it, and then drop it immediately. Or drop it after the first episode, I guess. I've heard that it gets a lot better. Or actually, let me rephrase that. I've heard that it gets better. But, after having read the first volume whenever it first came out, decent art probably isn't going to save it. And the writing is terrible, and the characters have no charisma at all. You know what, I won't exactly say that it's got terrible writing. It's got terrible dialogue. Like, everybody speaks just super robotically. Not voice actor-wise. The voice actors do about as well as they possibly could. But nothing anybody says is interesting at all. And at one point, they're having like a meeting and they just literally exposit the entire history of firefighters in this supernatural world. I still haven't seen episode 2 though. I want to. And I feel like that's probably going to be where I officially drop it. Because it is not impressive outside of aesthetics. Alright, we're probably going to be hitting 42 here pretty soon. Actually, I'm gonna see, because before it looked a bit wrong. I'm curious. Okay, yeah. we were really close. 3, 2, 1. Zinga. Oh, we got some. We got an item slot and an accessory slot. Very sick. You should not have this many item slots. Alright. We don't have anything that can actually go in there. So 4,300. Let's do that old calc. 4,300 divided by 4 divided by 20. Alright, so we're looking at about 54 minutes from now. Oh, whoops, I forgot to hit the timer on that one. Here we are, level 42. That was about a minute and a half ago, or 2 minutes, just for the sake of... Got Serena.
You're going down.
Yeah, they aren't together, surprisingly. Yay! So how far would you say you're into the game, timing-wise? Probably close to like 80 hours at this point? 85, maybe 90? 80 hours? Yeah. Alright. It's funny, there's this website out there you can find, it's called like How Long to Beat. And like if you look under Dragon Quest XI, the average time to beat the game, according to these people, is like 55 hours. Like, I don't know who these people are, but they're probably bots and probably liars. 50 hours to beat the game. Like, I think if you're gonna do it in 50 hours, you could probably go ahead and just beat it in like 30. Yeah, that's what I figure, but like, I don't feel like I did literally 50 hours of side quests. So I think at the very end, I ended up beating the main story before credits rolled. Was like 102 hours. I don't feel like I spent 45 to 50 hours doing nothing but side quests. Because those things take like 7 seconds to actually do. I don't feel like, you know what, maybe 10 minutes. Most of them are super easy. I don't feel like I don't feel like I did like 400 of those. There's no way. Yeah, but would you say you spent 50 hours doing it? Like 2 entire days of your life? Dawn to dawn to dawn? I'd say, like, side quest total, maybe 20 hours. I wouldn't even say that, probably closer to like 10 or 15. And then hunting for stuff, maybe, maybe an additional, like, 10. There's still like an entire day gap there. Anyway, yeah, they're probably liars. I'm just going to assume they are. Probably didn't even listen to the voices. What a bunch of scrubs. You just stop hiding behind Waka and fight me. Ow. Wake up. Is that the same level you left her at? I honestly don't remember if there was like a level bridge that they went up. He's OP? I don't know, I'd say he's good, but I wouldn't say OP. I forget, what all can you spec Hendrik to? What do you have him spec'd as where you can do 500?
Oh man, I'm really off today. You're going down.
Wait, did I have him spec'd to axes as well? Forget. I feel like I must have. What all can he actually do? It's like great swords, shields, axes? Is that it? Can you do regular swords as well? Yeah, regular sword. Okay. what I thought. Between axe and regular sword, I probably had him on regular sword. Him and Sylvando, probably. I don't remember. I feel like I know for a fact I remember giving him an axe at one point. I don't remember if I had him spec'd that towards the end, or I stayed with sword and just gave him the axe for fun. I legitimately don't remember. Ah, axes aren't two-handed. Okay, yeah. So I do remember the sword right. I don't think I've actually asked you this before, but what do you think of the story of DQ11? Like everything that's happened so far? Because I thought since like the very beginning of it, like as soon as you get back into Cobblestone with Eric, like I've thought, okay, well, it's good. I really enjoyed it. It has tiny surprises every once in a while that really kind of get to you. Or that really got to me. Hmm. Mostly just playing it for the RPG aspects. Hmm. You have no soul. They are fun. I know, I've played them before. I'm playing one right now solely for the aspect of leveling up. I won't say I thought the actual story was super interesting, like specifically interesting in that it's anything super new or unique, but it was super, I had super high investment in it, like, especially towards the end. And it's also, it honestly is like just the first JRPG that's ever done that for me.
Oh man, I'm really off today.
Like something like Kingdom Hearts, I enjoyed because it basically just told a story by itself. Like Sora is his own protagonist. Like he doesn't, like the player doesn't really speak for him at all. It's really, he's not much of an avatar, I guess. But then you have something like Pokemon, where literally everything is so open-ended that literally I can't really imagine this, like, the player existing. Like, what do I mean by that? I specifically mean, like, if you took Gold out of the game, he wouldn't exist. Like, if you brought him outside of the game into real life, he just would not exist. And the world of Pokemon just isn't that interesting to begin with, in my opinion. Something like Dragon Quest XI, the world feels really full, and you still get to experience everything and talk for the protagonist and do all this stuff, but it's curated enough that you don't end up with something like Skyrim. It just feels like super empty and non-linear to a fault. Like with Dragon Quest, you still get the story, and you get minor interruptions, super minor interruptions, in the way of like side quests, because they usually happen between two towns that are fairly close to each other, or happen between towns that you can get to incredibly quickly. So there is a lot of stuff to do, but like it doesn't keep you away from the main story, which keeps your investment high. Is the Magician anime being talked about on A? I don't know. Last time I went on A was like Thursday, probably. That's because I was mostly just looking at the multiple KyoAni threads. You'd have to look it up yourself, honestly. I'm definitely not looking at anything more the Magician show. That was awful. Flesh Tooth, not my style. Yeah, and as I pointed out to you, that Flesh Tooth isn't even consistent. Even if I was a Flesh Tooth fan, I'd still be angry. You should, like, you saw it. It just, like, flipped constantly in that episode, just left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. If I was a legitimate fan of Flesh Teeth, like, I would legitimately be more upset, I think. Now, what I super wasn't a fan of, though, was the sweater shine. Like, why was the sweater so shiny? Why did it have little dots of light reflecting off the breasts? What were they thinking? It doesn't look good. What were they thinking? God, I need to go back and rewatch all those. Those are great. I wonder if someone's done a compilation of him saying that recently. I'm not sure he has in the last couple. Yeah, 6 spelling, bro. Learn the difference between the B and the V, guy. I think that's probably my favorite phrase that he does. Like, apart from the sports game thing. Back when sports games were sports games. Like that one. I think What Were They Thinking is probably my favorite thing from the entire series. Okay. I don't care if you'd hate poop jokes. I'm not necessarily a fan of them either, but I think they're fine. They have an audience. I think that he goes so far with them is really funny. I think the opening a can of chili and dumping it on the game is legitimately funny. Like, he just goes so far with it. It's not ever just like a fake turd. It's always something absolutely insane. Yeah, the diarrhea thing. Yeah, that's the can of chili. Yeah, what I think happened there is, like, he had chili with his family, and then he just had a lot of left over, and he just left it. Then he realized it went bad, and he's like, you know what, I can probably use this as a prop. I think that might legitimately be what happened. Oh yeah, he's married. He's got a kid. He's got a wife, he's got a kid. He might have 2 kids, as I'm thinking about it. Alright. Alright, Titus.
Oh man, I'm really off today. You're going down.
Yeah, though, he's super married. No, I don't think he's Aaron Hansen. Oh. Oh, you meant, like, work partner. Yes. Yes, he does. Mike Matei. Yeah, you'll see, like, Mike Mondays or James and Mike Mondays. Behind the scenes with Mike. Yeah. Yeah, Mike does quite a bit. He also played the Joker and Bugs Bunny and almost literally every other villain character in the entire show. I'm not sure if he was Freddy and Jason, but he probably was. I know he was Inspector Gadget at least. Oh god. He was absolutely Inspector Gadget. I love building with brown bricks in Minecraft. If you've never seen Brown Bricks, I recommend looking it up. It's so hilariously unfunny that it became a legend. He took it, it was such a terrible video. Everyone hated it so much, he legitimately took it off the YouTube channel. Brown bricks. If you ever want to make fun of him, I recommend bringing that up. Because it's absolutely golden, and he's started leaning into it recently, I think. I have this great image somewhere on my hard drive. It's like, it's naming off all the different Joker incarnations in movies, so it's like Cesar Romero. Cesar Romero is a trickster. Jack Nicholson is a crazy guy, insanity artist or something. Heath Ledger is the anarchist, and it's like showing all these super serious images for all of them, and then it's Mike Matei with just like the goofiest look on his entire career, just dressed up in the Joker costume. It's like Mike Matei, the true Joker. What's wrong, bats? He's not a good actor at all, but I love him. Yeah, though, if you just got Serena, and you're probably about to be facing the dragon or already did. That dragon is super lame from what I remember. Wait, who's the guy that played the Joker in Suicide Squad? I totally forgot that that movie existed. Who was it? I 100% forgot about it. Oh, and Joaquin Phoenix is playing him in the new movie. Forgot about that too. Oh yeah, did you hear about that they're delaying the Akira live-action movie? They're doing the director wanted to work on Thor 4. I'm a little disappointed, honestly, because I was legitimately looking forward to the Akira live-action movie. Mostly because it's being made in Hollywood, and Katsuhiro Otomo himself is gonna be supervising it, apparently. But, it looks like they're gonna go ahead and delay it. Which I'm fine with. Apparently they were having problems getting the script together. Which sucks. It's always not good whenever that kind of stuff happens. I'd much rather them take some time off, do something else, and hopefully get inspiration for the script rather than just do whatever pops into their head that'll work. I'm all for taking a break. Otherwise you end up with terrible, terrible ideas and scripts. Like Fire Force. We're looking at about 20 minutes until the next level up. A little bit less. though, big-breasted, flesh-toothed, shiny sweater, magician girl show was not very good. Not helping it was, you know, in general, not very good character designs, but also a absolutely hideous main character, or a person who I assume is the main character, the assistant who literally does not have a name. That is one of the worst haircuts I've ever seen, honestly. Once you've actually watched enough stuff, it's pretty easy to tell what kind of manga something is, what type I mean, just by watching it. Or at least it's super easy to tell when something is a 4-koma. Because you can just see it play out in your head. Like, oh, this is a build-up, or this is the introductory panel. This is a build-up. This is a pun. This is gonna be the payoff. And then this is gonna be the post-climax panel. I can see it play out every single time in something like, what's the magician girl's name? Is it Tenjuna Senpai? I genuinely don't remember. They might not actually give her a name, now that I'm thinking about it. It might literally just be Senpai or Senpai. But you can see it happen in real time. Because a lot of those shows are super uncreative and will just use, like... They'll just use the shots from the manga, which means there's going to be 4 total shots to a joke. There will be a setup shot. Someone will literally say whatever they're doing, like, I am folding up a piece of paper, and they'll show it like folding up a piece of paper or something. It'll show the folded piece of paper, and someone will talk over it, like, this is a folded piece of paper. And then it'll show, like, some other person's face, and they'll have, like, a confused look and say, oh, where did you get that piece of paper? And then they'll be holding up the piece of paper, and the original person will be holding it up, like, to their face or something, and say, oh, I got it from your school bag! I took it! It's really bad. You can see it super easily if you pay attention. They're super uncreative most of the time. I think that's probably the reason that I'm so scared to watch something like Azumanga Daioh, because I really do enjoy the manga, but I'm absolutely certain if I ever watch it, that'll be all I can think of is shot, verse shot, subject, build up, punchline. I'm just infinitely scared of that. Gotta head out. Alright, man, thanks for stopping by. Hey, thanks for the host. Lucky the Vulpix. Thanks for the host. Much appreciated. Yeah, we've got a level up coming here in about 10 minutes or so. Are you working on plat? Yeah, I've platted 2, but not one though. That's what I'm kind of in the middle of doing off stream. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like one of the trophies is level 1, right? I'm absolutely god awful at this game for the most part, or video games in general, really. I don't think I could actually do a proper level 1. I could probably get through proud mode, but yeah, I know level 100 is a trophy. I feel like level 1 is too, right? I don't know. I haven't looked at the trophy list on this game in years at this point. I think I've done pretty much everything just short of getting the platinum. Pretty sure I beat all the secret bosses. You're at 59%? Alright, man. How long have you been working on it? Pretty solid, man. I was just yesterday I was actually watching a speedrun for the plat of this game. You need to get to work. That guy did in less than 10 hours. Come on, man. Are you telling me you can't beat that a little bit? I'm sure you can do it if you try. Alright, man, good luck on the plat. Thanks. Come on, Titus. You don't get to just hang around like that.
Oh man, I'm really off today. You're going down.
You gotta put the work in just like I do, Titus. The only difference between us, though, is that I'm going to become strong. Unlike you, who will remain weak for the rest of your life. Yeah, it'd suck to be Titus in this situation. Like, you're constantly going after this one guy, no matter what you do. And by no matter what you do, I mean, no matter how many times you run at him, he just parries you constantly. Must feel pretty bad, man. Get a hit in every once in a while, but for the most part, you're just this poor sap running around in circles. Meanwhile, the kid that you're trying to fight against is slowly gaining magic points, which you don't even know what they are. Oh. I wonder how much total EXP I'm at. I've been doing this for almost 13 hours. Must be at a few thousand, right? 50,000 maybe? You know what? I'll find out real quick. It's worth taking the time
You
hit.
really think you can beat me?
Yeah, TS, I do. Alright, so we got 100 more to go. 45,000. That's alright.
You're going down.
45,000. We have an estimated total. We have an estimated necessary total of about 880,000. About. So we still need another 835,000. Man, once we reach level 45, it's probably gonna take more than half a stream to get just to one level. Level 60 will probably be where we start having, like, a level 60, yeah, level 60 or so will probably be when we reach 2-hour level ups. Everything's about 60 and beyond will probably require more than one stream to get to it, now that I'm thinking about it. Now I'm thinking about it, this will probably take, if I stream 2 hours literally every single day, this would probably take 3 to 4 months. Which is insane. How did that guy actually do this? How many hours a day did he go, I have to wonder. Because I think I remember news outlets saying, like, it took a month. God, that... his life is already doomed to be full of suffering. Why must I? Because I must become strong. I have to make Tidus realize that he's just going to be the same strength forever, but Sora's just going to evolve in front of him like a demigod. And I guess, yeah, this is punishment for Tidus. I don't know. I haven't played enough of Final Fantasy X. I probably should, though. I need to make him realize that he definitely shouldn't have been brought into existence. I prefer to think that his extreme endurance training allows him to save the world all those years. You know what? Yeah. That's what we'll go with. Making him run like this and parry, that's just getting him ready for some blitzball tourneys. He actually ships off to, whatever that town is called, right after I leave. That's where he gets thrown. I didn't realize until just now how that story beat in Kingdom Hearts 1 is kind of just straight up taken from Final Fantasy X, isn't it? Like a mysterious, horrific event suddenly transport you to another world. I never really put that together. What a strange element. Yeah, but this is for Tidus' benefit, though. More orchestra, less rock? Yeah. Less Rammstein. More Yoko. Specifically Shimamura. I prefer to keep any Onos out of Kingdom Hearts. Hey, there's 43, right on time. To be fair, Tidus is also practicing all of his grunt work. He'll need it, from what I remember in 10. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Left in the Dead of Night, because that saves literally 45,000 to 100,000 EXP. And then, actually, the tech boost isn't what's important in the beginning. You can actually go without the tech boost for a while and still do okay. What matters most is the sliding dash. Which you get at level 6 on the sword route. Because you literally just wait for Tidus to start running and then just press X, and if you're far enough away you auto sliding dash and that automatically parries every single time. Without the tech boost you still do you still get 2 points per, and it's still infinitely faster than anything else. Like, I tried this before, and the fastest way that I know of, besides doing this, would probably be grinding on the shadows at night. But I discovered that that will get you, in a 5-minute time period, that'll usually get you about, I don't know, what is it, like, about 140 EXP. But doing this, even without the tech boost, for the same amount of time, gives you, like, closer to 200. If you ever want to do this yourself, whatever reason, if you ever get that bored, if you ever want to torture somebody, just, if you want to make it quick, by comparison, teach them to do it at Tidus. Yeah, the tech boost is super invaluable at this point. Before you get it, if you do it pretty fast, you're averaging at about 1 EXP every other second. But now you're doing it at 2 EXP a second. Actually, since you seem to know a bit about this, maybe you can tell me. The second tech boost happens at level 81. Whenever you apply the second tech boost, does that give you 6 tech points per parry or 8? I don't know, maybe you know, maybe you don't. I looked it up on the wiki a while back and it didn't actually say anything specific. Was it adding 2 or multiplying by 2? Think it'll be 6. Yeah, that's what I figure. It's not like it'll matter that much. That'll be at level 81. I probably won't feel it that bad. At that point, everything will take upwards of a stream or 2 streams to actually get the level up. It won't really matter a whole lot. Yeah, that we've made pretty decent headway in terms of the total EXP needed, because I think it's around 880,000 that we'll need total on the Dead of Night route. Already close to 50,000. So we aren't a massive. We aren't a massive ways off. We've done quite a bit in the overall scheme of things, at least. I think I did the calculations on this, and the total time that we're going to be doing it will probably be for another like 170 hours or so. 175, 176. So in total, this will probably be going on for 190 hours. You know, we haven't made a whole lot of progress, but what we have done is very noticeable, which is cool. I didn't expect to get this far. I thought I would have quit at the 7 or 8 hour mark. Honestly. Will I beat the game once I'm done? I'm not entirely sure. I'm legitimately not sure as to whether or not I will. I guess it really depends on if I actually beat it, or if I actually do get to level 100. Because quitting before then is still. I'll go ahead and say it's probable. Like, I honestly see me quitting as the likely outcome. But if I do actually get to level 100, then yeah, I think I probably would. I think I'd want to, at least. All depends on how sane I become. Because I think if I stream this fairly regularly and do it for about 2 hours every time, more than likely it's going to take, from what I've done already, it'll probably take close to 4 months to do. Have you actually seen this been done before? Like, were you there at all for the erroneous level 100 stuff? He's the only one I can think of off the top of my head that's actually gone through with this all the way. Seems like a fun thing to do. Just, well, he quit early. He's pretty He's pretty alright in the head, I guess. Well, I'm almost 13 hours in. Where does that put me? Well, it's been fun.
Oh man, I'm really off today.
Yeah, I think actually beating a video game might be a better use, like any video game might be a better use of my time than what I'm currently doing. That's my 2 hours for today. That's kind of how I'm probably going to stay sane, is just by only doing a couple hours anytime I stream. Thanks to anyone that stopped by. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Hopefully I'll see everyone tomorrow. I try to do this as regularly as I can, but some days it just gets a little loud at my place. I can't do anything with my mic. So I'll go ahead and save it here, everyone. Alright, if you want to stay up to date, go ahead and click follow, and yeah, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. See ya.